WWE is reportedly not considering a triple threat match for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship at WrestleMania 40. Kazuchika Okada has explained his reasons for deciding to exit New Japan Pro Wrestling. Big E has provided an update on his health ahead of the Royal Rumble this weekend. We possibly now know the cover star for WWE 2K24 after the account for the game spoiled it seemingly on social media. AEW star Daniel Garcia has commented on AEW President Tony Khan's recent Twitter activity. An update on Gabriel Stevon. Is he going to be in the men's Royal Rumble match this coming weekend? And Mustafa Ali teases a rematch against a former rival in WWE. Hey guys, welcome back to Wrestling News 365. Hope everyone is doing very well. As always, there are plenty of news stories to get into in the world of professional wrestling. Let's start off talking about this report and rumor that came out sort of late last week regarding the plans for the main event of WrestleMania 40 when it pertains to the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Now, The Rock changed a lot about WrestleMania when he made his surprise return for a one-night special appearance on WWE's Raw Day 1 episode earlier this year. After he dropped that head of the table tease, the idea that fans may finally see The Rock versus Roman Reigns is a very popular one. That leaves a big question about plans they possibly already had in place. Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes was the plan for the undisputed WWE Universal title match at WrestleMania 40 in Philadelphia. That would have seen Rhodes return a year later after his WrestleMania 39 loss to face Reigns once again. After The Rock returned to the picture, that brought a big possible change. The Wrestling Observer newsletter reported last week that, quote, Reigns' opponent is expected to be either The Rock or Rhodes. It could be a three-way. Now, in a new report from SE Scoops, they say that while they cannot provide any information as to WWE's final decision for Roman Reigns' WrestleMania main event match, SE Scoops can confirm that one of the three options are currently off the table. A triple threat match is not going to be how WWE decide to resolve the issue. A tenured member of the WWE creative team confirmed to SE Scoops that there will be, quote, no triple threat for Mania. Now, in fact, SE Scoops was told that the creative team was informed of that last week, so no triple threat match. Seemingly it's either going to be The Rock or Cody Rhodes. At this time, SE Scoops is reporting that they have been told The Rock, Roman Reigns, and Cody Rhodes' WrestleMania situation, quote, is being held tight at the tightest of levels. Essentially saying that only people involved in the match and maybe a couple other high senior executives, Triple H, Nick Khan, etc., know exactly what's going to happen. Now, when it comes to The Rock and Roman Reigns, well, they've been penciled in for quite some time, haven't they? The Rock versus Roman Reigns was penciled in for WrestleMania 37 at SoFi Stadium, but then, of course, that event was moved to Tampa's Raymond James Stadium because WrestleMania 36 went down in front of 0 fans. The pandemic caused Tampa to lose WrestleMania 36, but WWE's dedication to Florida brought them back for a show of shows in front of live fans, at least partially live fans. It was a reduced attendance the next year. The big cousin versus cousin main event was then tabled after what was being reported as The Rock being a virtual lock. The Rock later confirmed on the Pat McAfee show that he was close to having that match against Roman on the grandest stage of them all, but things changed. He said, quote, The Rock headlining WrestleMania with Roman Reigns, SoFi Stadium, that was locked. We were doing it. But let me just tell you, so about the beginning of 2022, Nick Khan, very good friend, he's the man. He was very instrumental in bringing Vince and I together. We all flew to LA, we met, we sat. This was the beginning of 2022. We broke out the Termarana, we toasted life, we toasted the business we love, and about an hour later, we started talking about the potential of what this match could be between myself and Roman Reigns headlining WrestleMania at SoFi. The Royal Rumble event on January 27 later on this week will likely answer more than a few questions about what WWE is planning for WrestleMania 40. Don't count on that triple threat match, but the Tribal Chief is practically guaranteed to have a big match at Philadelphia's Lincoln Financial Field. It's just a case of who is it going to be against, Cody Rhodes or The Rock? Now, which direction do you think this is going to go in? Do you think that Reigns is going to face his cousin, or will Cody Rhodes finally get to finish the story? Let me know your predictions about that in the comments section below. Our huge story last week was the exit of New Japan Pro Wrestling, I guess, superstar Kazuchika Okada, with the Rainmaker departing the company after close to 2 decades with the organization. Former 7-time IWGP World Heavyweight Champion Kazuchika Okada has explained his decision to leave New Japan Pro Wrestling. On January 18, New Japan Pro Wrestling announced that former 7-time IWGP World Heavyweight Champion Kazuchika Okada will be departing the company at the end of his contract on January 31st. Okada will appear on the New Beginning Tour through February, with his final set of shows to be on February 23rd and 24th in Sapporo. This shocking announcement has the wrestling world reeling with what will happen to New Japan and which promotion will land the Rainmaker next. Speaking to Tokyo Sports, Kazuchika Okada explained his decision to leave New Japan. He said, quote, "First of all, my contract was up for 5 years this year. It was a good time for me to think about something. When I thought about whether I would sign another contract with New Japan Pro Wrestling or whether I would look at other worlds, I thought that maybe this was my last chance." When asked when he made his decision to depart the company, Okada replied, quote, "Of course, the company talked to me about various things, and I had been thinking about it for a while. It was only really recently that I made the decision." When asked why he finally decided to leave New Japan, Okada answered, quote, "After announcing that I was quitting and going on the tour, I felt too comfortable. I wondered what that would be like. I started my wrestling career in Mexico, came to New Japan Pro Wrestling, and became a Rainmaker 12 years later. Maybe if I stay here, I can wrestle without any inconvenience, but I don't want to become the same Kazuchika Okada without such hunger. I don't want to be in a situation where I have to rest on my laurels. If I were human Okada, I would have friends here, and I would be in the best environment, but as wrestler Okada, it was different." Of course, Okada will face Hiroshi Tanahashi for the final time in New Japan on February 11 at New Beginning in Osaka. The company has yet to announce Okada's final matches in New Japan at the New Japan New Beginning in Sapporo on February 23rd and 24th. It could just be a case he's making appearances. We'll have to wait and see indeed how that plays out. But given Okada's comments there about wanting a new challenge, seeking a new challenge, not wanting to rest on his laurels, where do you think Okada is going to go? Does that make it more likely that he goes to WWE? Or do you think, as many people do, he's going to end up in All Elite Wrestling, a company he's already made several appearances for? Now, a bit of an update when it comes to the health of Big E. Former WWE champion and New Day member Big E has provided an update on his recovery ahead of the 2024 Royal Rumble. On Saturday, January 27, WWE will host the Royal Rumble event from Tampa, Florida. With the event looming, many fans have been speculating about who will make a surprise appearance in the titular Royal Rumble matches. One injured star who hasn't been mentioned too much among fans for a Rumble return is Big E. The former WWE champion has been out of action since March 2022 with a serious neck injury. TMZ Sports caught up with Big E over the weekend and asked about his status of his recovery from neck surgery. When asked, he said, quote, "It's all together, bones connect to other bones." When asked about having any fear of getting back in the ring following the injury, Big E replied, quote, "I just want to make a smart decision. You know, I didn't start wrestling to end up in a wheelchair, so yeah, I want to make sure I'm making the best decision for myself." On having any timetable for his return, the former WWE champion answered, quote, "I don't have a timeline, unfortunately, but thank you for asking." Now, when it does come to Big E, he is from Florida, so he will be local, but as of right now, it doesn't look like he's going to return at the Rumble, if ever again, to in-ring competition. Now, a bit of an update when it comes to the upcoming WWE 2K24 video game. If you don't want to be spoiled by this, you can skip ahead. I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, because they themselves may have spoiled who's going to be the new cover star for the upcoming game, and it's none other than the American Nightmare himself, Cody Rhodes. A new post may have revealed a potential spoiler on the WWE 2K24 cover star being Cody Rhodes. Following the success of the WWE 2K23 release, many fans had started speculating who would be on the cover of the next video game. With John Cena donning the cover for 2K23, it would be interesting to give the honor to one of the current stars on the WWE roster. Now, the latest clue about who will grace the cover has been revealed by the video game itself. On January 21st, the WWE 2K24 Twitter account posted a picture that plays off Cody Rhodes' famous social media post with his list of goals he plans to accomplish in the company. The list reads, quote, "Return to WWE, win the Rumble, main event WrestleMania, conquer the Beast, launch Pharaoh merch, WWE 2K24 cover superstar, win the title, finish the story." Now, the list has the first 5 things checked off, while WWE 2K24 cover, win the title and finish the story are yet to be checked off. The caption reads, 1/22/24, seemingly teasing that the official announcement for Cody's inclusion on the cover will happen today. Of course, if that does get announced, of course, we'll let you know in the future. We do plan on streaming and playing the game here on the channel, so once the game is released, we'll be playing it here on the channel live for you. Now, let's talk about AEW. Let's talk about Tony Khan and his social media activity. And one star in AEW, that being Daniel Garcia, has commented on AEW President and CEO Tony Khan's activity on Twitter following his comments about Jinder Mahal. Of course, AEW President Tony Khan has made a bit of a habit, hasn't he, of grabbing headlines and causing buzz on social media with his posts, including this year and last year, and just whilst he's been the president of AEW, whilst AEW's been in existence. Khan has found himself taking shots at WWE on several occasions, most recently at Jinder Mahal and the booking of him being involved in a World Heavyweight title match against Seth Rollins on Raw. Another man who has caused a buzz on social media in the past is AEW star Daniel Garcia, who has made controversial tweets that he has deleted in the past. Speaking with Adrian Hernandez, Daniel Garcia addressed Tony Khan's Twitter activity following the comments on Mahal and Hook. He said, quote, "A lot of people don't like what Tony says on Twitter, but it's his company first and foremost. He can do whatever he wants. He's the one putting the money behind this company. He's paying all of our salaries. That's on him. It's great to know that you have somebody willing to put themselves out there and fight for his team. That's what I love the most about it. He says whatever he wants because he really believes in us and knows we can back it up." Of course, Daniel Garcia will team with FTR to face the House of Black in a Elimination Trios Steel Cage match on the January 27 episode of AEW Collision that will go head-to-head with the WWE Royal Rumble Premium Live event. Now, speaking of the Rumble, we've got a bit of an update on Gabriel Stevon because some have thought that his recent appearances prior to SmackDown tapings could be an indication that the former Olympic gold medalist could be set to appear in the men's Rumble match this year. Now, he may be working dark matches during tapings of SmackDown, but Gabriel Stevon has not been seen on WWE television since he made his in-ring debut at the NXT Great American Bash Special in July against Baron Corbin, a match which resulted in a double countout. According to PW Insider, Stevon working dark matches at SmackDown tapings is unrelated to any plans to have him in the men's Royal Rumble match this weekend. The outlet was told he was not being considered for the Battle Royale style bout, and WWE wants him to get more reps in front of live crowds. More recently, he worked against Cameron Grimes in a winning effort, and he also competed against Cedric Alexander and Brooks Jensen at WWE house shows. Sports Illustrated reported at the beginning of January that the Olympic gold medalist and 2-time NCAA heavyweight champion will not be resting for the Minnesota Golden Gophers this season. Coach Brandon Eagum said in a social media post that WWE would prefer that Stevon solely focus on his professional wrestling career. Stevon pulled out of the 2023 Senior World Championships in September prior to confusion about his status within WWE. He was removed from the NXT roster but continued to perform on house shows. At the time, the Wrestling Observer's Dave Meltzer called the situation weird as Stevon had never won a world championship in amateur wrestling. As of this recording, Stevon has not been advertised for WWE television, either on the main roster or back in NXT. We get any more updates on Gabriel Stevon, of course, we'll let you know. Finally, Mustafa Ali has teased a rematch with a current AEW star. Former WWE superstar Mustafa Ali has teased a rematch with former AEW World Trios champion and House of Black member Buddy Matthews. Since becoming a free agent in December of last year, Mustafa Ali has wasted no time in establishing himself as a hot commodity outside of WWE. With scheduled dates for New Japan, GCW, the Wrestling Revolver, and other indie promotions, Ali has shown an ability to draw fans into his matches and promos. It seems the former WWE star has now got his sights set on a possible rematch with an old rival and current AEW star. On January 20, Mustafa Ali took to social media to retweet a highlight video of his no disqualification match with AEW star and House of Black member Buddy Matthews. Ali wrote the following caption with the video, quote, "When shall we meet again?" Now, Buddy Matthews last wrestled in a loss to Daniel Garcia on the January 20 edition of Collision. Meanwhile, Mustafa Ali is set to face Hiromu Takahashi on April 12 at the New Japan Windy City Riot event. But there you go, guys. This latest pro wrestling news for you. Be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll speak to you again very, very soon.
Hey guys, thank you for watching, listening, streaming, or however you come across this video today. Be sure to click on the video on the right there to watch our next video, or click the bottom there to subscribe, or the bottom right hand corner. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you again very soon.